Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel for the 31 days of Halloween. Today, as you can see, we're doing a Pinup Zombie. If you want to see how I achieve this look, make sure you stay tuned. As you can see, I'm starting with a bare face. I'm going to go ahead and put on my brows using Ardell Beauty's brow pomade in dark brown. And then, since I'm using a white foundation today, we're going to just use that to carve them out in a little bit. Using LA Girl's Pro HD foundation in white, we're just going to carve those brows out, and we'll be using it again later all over the face. I just grabbed a couple colored liners just to add some vein effects to this look. Now, you may not think you can see them, but you do see them through the look. I should have put them on a little bit darker, is what I should have done. You want to have them darker where they start, and then you want them to taper out just a little bit. But we put these under the foundation. I didn't make it a full coverage foundation. I didn't use any concealer because with the zombie, you're supposed to have skin imperfections, so I was okay with having my acne everything show through. I didn't worry about concealing that up, but we're just going to go through now and dabble on the white foundation from LA Girl, and then set it with some Airspun. Here I am just going in and setting that foundation with the Airspun setting powder, and I found that generally using the big fluff that comes with it, it works the best. Next, we're going in with Matte Shmaker from theBalm. This is a palette I actually got from Jen Beauty when we went. I don't know if we got it from Creator Day or Jen Beauty, but it was gifted to me. I love theBalm palettes. They're super pigmented and super blendable, and we're just going in with matte shades from this palette. They're all browns, and we're starting with the light warm tone, and then we keep everything pretty cool, and we just go around the eyes and add some depth. I didn't put anything on the lid. I just went in with the creases that we had, and we deepened those natural creases up. We wanted to sink everything in. We didn't want anything to pop out extra. We didn't want to make anything different. We just wanted to sink the already crevices of your face even more. You want to give it all the extra depth. I think I used about 3 different shades in here from that palette, but again, I used one warm brown, and the other 2 were definitely cool toned, and you can use any shades that you have available to you. It does not have to be this palette. I want you to also keep in mind and watch as I am going around the face and deepening different crevices. We're going to add some contour and shading on the forehead, that not everything is blended. We're going to have some blotchy spots. We're going to have some textury spots with these shadows. And if you ever look at a zombie look, they're not all blended in perfection. When your body's decaying, there's no precision to it. It's meant to be blotchy and not symmetrical and whatnot. So we need to portray that as we go to. There's different depths and pockets and crevices. So take a look at that as we're doing that as well. I kept the eyes pretty blended, but as we go, we get a little bit messier with it. But definitely on the cheeks and the forehead, we got a little messy, and then on the neck again. But you'll see more of what I'm saying as we continue on with this video. So hold tight, snack your popcorn, drink your drink, keep watching. . As you can see, I've been doing the contour on my face and forehead with a small fluffy brush. I didn't want to use anything too big because I can't get the texture that I want with a bigger brush. So I decided to go in with a small fluffy brush, go in and add the color with any rhyme and reason that I please. And if I wanted to have a big old patch of shadow in one spot, then so be it, that's what I did. But as I went and added different colors and shades and blended it in or didn't, it gave me exactly what I was looking for. And then I used different sponges when we got to the bruise wheel from Mehron. Here we are going with Mehron's bruise wheel. This can be used for so many different things, but here I am just using this little yellow like spongy brush. It's definitely not a regular sponge. I believe it's like a body sponge, and I just cut it up into small pieces. It's a pretty large round one. It looks almost like a cheese wheel with holes in it. I cut it up, but this gives it a little bit of texture, so it's not like your regular everyday makeup sponge. But there's definitely texture in it. And I just added some yellow around the edges. Then we're going to go in and do some brown in the middle, and then later on we're going to add the red from the bruise wheel. But just keep in mind, when your body is decaying, you get different colors around different edges, and we've got to make sure that we portray that. As you can see, I'm using another different sponge. I think I ordered these from Mehron as well. I'm not sure what they call it, like a stippling sponge, but it's definitely a lot harsher, got a lot more holes and whatnot. But I would just dip that in the red and dip it on. And then towards the end, when I did the neck here, I'm just adding all the shadows, and then I'm going to add the bruise wheel to this. I added the red and I took that sponge and dragged it and gave it a whole nother effect, which I loved. So after I stippled it on the way I liked it, I looked at it and saw where I wanted to drag it, and I loved it. So I always recommend stipple where you want it. Try a little dragging motion after the fact and see if it's going to work for you. If you don't like it, you didn't make a huge boo-boo or any problems. So here we are, just taking the decayingness down the neck a little bit. And then here you're going to see me, there we go. We're adding it to the face a little bit. I just added a little something, a little more texture to everything we had going on here. Before we add lipstick, you can stop here and be a dead zombie. But I decided to be a pinup zombie. So here I am adding lipstick. And then from Lime Crime, this is Rustic. Then later I will add lashes from the Foxy Babes and Aphrodite. And that will be what finishes our look. But this also, you can take this and make yourself into a zombie without liquid latex, or you can be a pinup pretty zombie. But anyways, here's our finished look for today. I hope you guys love this as much as I do. Got my lenses from Context Lens Hub over on Instagram. They ship worldwide. They're amazing. But I hope you guys love this look as much as I did. It didn't take me too long to create most of these things. You can find dupes for them at your local drugstore so that you guys can create this at home. I hope you guys love it. Make sure you subscribe if you're enjoying all my Halloween looks that we're doing this season. If you have any friends that are looking for a Halloween look, make sure you're sharing these videos with them so they can subscribe as well. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I'll see you guys in my next tutorial. Bye!